Getting to know myself is one of the most difficult things that I've ever done in my life, but also the most rewarding and the most satisfying thing I've done for my very own existence. Welcome back to my channel, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Today, I'm talking about the process of me getting to know myself, So how did I actually get to know myself? Why it is so rewarding, how you can do that too, and the little steps that I took to do that. That's what we're going to be talking about. Make sure you do subscribe to the channel if you are into self-care, self-love, self-development, level up kind of a journey, then this channel definitely is for you. I talk about a lot of similar subjects on here on this channel, so make sure you do subscribe, become a part of this community. You're welcome to join me on my Instagram. I'm quite active on Instagram, so you can follow me there, DM me if you'd like to get to know me more. Just stay in touch. I'm very active on Instagram, just saying. Oh my god, I hate the lights today. Let's just get into the video. Getting to know yourself. Guys, I see too many people, whether it's girls or guys, many people walk around life, focus so much on other people. What is somebody wearing? What is somebody doing? What are they eating? Where are they headed? Where are they going? What this girl is all about. Who she's dating, who she's with, who she left, who left her. Everybody talks about these kinds of things. Similarly, girls do the same. Girls are also kind of busy talking about how men are so bad and betrayal and this and that. And you know exactly what I'm talking about. You see both genders focus so much on each other. They're always talking crap about each other. And yeah, it also comes across very negative, as well as people are so nosy about each other. It's just, I don't even understand the concept anyway. Like, why do you really need to be nosy about every left, right, center, Tom, Dick, and Harry for? I mean, is that any of your concern? Obviously not. I mean, at this stage, to me, it almost feels like everybody is walking through life looking for problems, looking for negativity, looking for everybody's insecurities, looking for trouble. And guess what you'll find? Exactly that. For my own self, in my case, I had to take responsibility. I had to take accountability and just get my shit together and just do my part. I don't think I personally would like my focus to be on other people's problems or troubles or negativity and whatever crap life has to offer or people have to offer. I don't want my focus to be on that. I want my focus to be on me, what better I could do, what I could improve about myself so I can lead a better, healthier life with a better mindset, a better, improved well-being. That is what I wanted my focus to be on. And guess what? This journey is so hard. So, as I said, I had to take accountability and do my part in this. And here's the thing that I did. Here's what I did. It sounds very simple, but it's the hardest thing that I've ever done, which is to sit down with my own self, shut down everybody else's thoughts and opinions and statements, and shut down your mind. Like, you're not thinking about anybody else. You sit down with yourself, and what you think about is you. What you talk about is you, and who you talk to is you. Hardest thing you will ever do, especially if you're somebody who has not yet joined this process of self-love, self-development and getting to know yourself, or becoming more self-aware, becoming more self-conscious. If you are not on that path yet, then I welcome you on this path, because it's gonna be a hard one. Like, it's so hard that I'm thirsty almost. Why we don't have a straw? I don't like the taste of this. When I sit down with myself and talk to myself, I'm more so thinking about what I have been doing so far. Why have I been doing certain things so far? Who did I meet so far on this journey? And why did I meet them? What was in me that was attracting those people? Or what troubles did I face? And why did I face those troubles in the first place? What was about me that attracted that particular thing to me, So I'm really thinking deep. What are the good things about me, but what are also the bad, crappiest things about me? And it's so hard to self-reflect in that way, because we never really want to see within ourselves. We want to see about everybody else, obviously. We don't want to see within us. But once we start seeing that, it actually does change your life in a certain way. But you will not understand my point until you actually start doing this thing. So sit down with yourself and really start thinking about these things. And also, I think a lot about, where am I headed? What was I doing before, and what was I thinking when I was doing that thing, and how right now I would do it differently, and how in the future. I mean, I always talk a lot about your best potential self. So how would my best potential self act like in that circumstance? Or how would she feel like? How would she do those things differently? So in my mind, I created like this image of me, myself, like a whole character, but I call it my best version, my future best version of myself, you know. And so what does your best version look like? That is only something you can answer only once you do self-reflection deeply, like I'm talking about right now. You have to sit down with yourself, think about it. What does your future best self, best version of you, who does she look like? Or he, how does it look like? What does she do differently? How does she think? Do you really think she's gonna be busy talking crap about others? I don't think so. Do you really think she's gonna be sitting around wasting time on silly stupid things and Netflix and chilling every single day and not really minding her own business and working on her business? No. She's very focused, she's very determined, she's very ambitious, she's very driven, she's very self-motivated, and she gets her shit together. And so when I started to realize that is my best version, that is my future self, that is how I'm supposed to be. And so when I have this image in my mind very clearly of how my best version would look like or do things like, that really did change my life, because now I move through life thinking about this all the time. Okay, wait a minute, Isha, I think you're being a little silly right now. Maybe handle it like your best version of you would handle it. How would she handle it? Like, exactly, she's not gonna lie about it. She's not going to go around bushes like this. She's not going to go back and forth like this. She's going to be very headstrong. She's going to make a decision. She's going to stick to that shit. That is how she's going to be like. And so it has made my life very, very, not easy. I'm not going to say it makes it easy, but it makes it very convenient, more comfortable, and a lot more realistic, but very clear for you, you know. So I think clarity is more important to me than anything else. Having clarity in my mind about things, about life, about decisions, about everyday things. It's so important because it gives you peace of mind. And I think we all do need peace of mind. Isn't that our goal? I mean, it should be. I truly believe how do you get peace of mind is when you have clarity. And when you don't have clarity and you're like, you know, you have a cloud of crazy thoughts and crazy opinions and people's judgments and this and that, you know, then you don't have clarity, do you? So work towards clarity, and the only way to achieve that kind of clarity is sit down with your own damn self and really ask yourself, okay, what am I doing? Why am I so silly? Why am I stupid? Okay, what is good about me and what is bad about me? And you'll get to know yourself a lot more, and it will make your life a bit more easy. And may I also say that you really also have to talk to yourself about your crappiest habits that you have. Why are you so bad at a certain thing? Why are you so evil about certain things? Why are you so negative about certain things? Why are you so bad at these activities? Really think deeply about your negative traits that you have and be realistic with yourself. You really need to start thinking about the shittiest things about you, because I'm not going to sit here and tell you, oh, look at all the beautiful things about you. You're an amazing person. You're so pretty. You're beautiful. You don't need anybody to tell you blah, blah, blah. No. You do need somebody to tell you that. You do. And you know who that's going to be? You yourself. Duh. And so when I sat down with myself and started to talk about these kinds of things, I, you know, somehow, somewhere, unconsciously, I fell in love, you know. I know it's strange of me to even say that. I am so deeply in love with my old version of me that of course we have to let her go, right? Sorry, Isha, bye. You're too silly. I mean, you're so childish. You needs to go. Get out of here. We got to move to this direction. Of course, we all do that as we grow and evolve. But I just felt so much in love, and I looked at myself with so much love and so much care and so much compassion, because I think I realized that, oh my God, whatever I have been doing, whatever I've been, you know, I mean, now I truly kind of know my good side and my bad side, and combining them both together, it just makes me laugh. And it makes me love myself so much more, because, you know, the younger me, so easy on others, but hard on herself. Trusting everybody, but just not herself. Believing everybody because she had a nice heart, but never really believing herself enough and had self-doubts. And forget about your good things. If you think about it, you are a creation of God. Now, you know, whatever religion you are, you believe in God, right? You are a creation. And that alone should make you love yourself and respect yourself, because God made you with a purpose, for a purpose, and you should be living life with a purpose also. So you're really not useless if you think about it. So when you are so special, why would you hate yourself? Why would you doubt yourself? Why would you not believe yourself? And why would you be so silly and stupid for? For what? Excuse me? And why would you believe everybody else but not yourself? And why would you trust everybody else but not yourself? Excuse me? You were made as you first. Every other human being comes second. You are first, okay? And also getting to know myself, it's like, oh my God, I have been so silly. What was I thinking when I was doing that? You know, or what was I thinking when I had that particular friend, and why were they so bad and why was I so nice, you know? And so you think about these things and it just makes you laugh, because you're like, oh my God, poor me, bless her, how nice was she, how kind was she, and how she would do things now differently. When you have this kind of self-realization, it does not make you a bad person, don't get me wrong. It's not that now I'm a bad person all of a sudden. It's just you start having more acceptance for yourself, which of course, I think in my case, of course, I have a lot of acceptance for myself. Now I do. I remember a few days ago, somebody asked me, what is the best thing about yourself? And you know what? My first instant answer was like, the acceptance that I have for myself, which allows me to accept everybody else. That was my answer. I answered that within a second, because now I know, you know. And if you had asked me this question, I don't know, years ago, I don't think I've had the answer. I never knew what I liked about myself, you know. I mean, maybe I would say something weird like, oh, I like my hair, whatever. No, no, that's not it. I think I'm a lot more than just hair, duh. I mean, even though my brand is based around my hair, of course I sell my very popular Glam Growth hair oils. By the way, where's the bottle? I really wanted to show you guys this. Okay, there it is. It's the same oil that I use all the time. I did a nice treatment yesterday at the gym also. So I just put the oil on and then I went into the steam room. And you know that steam, oh my God, it really heated up the oil and it made my hair so soft. And I think I need to brush my hair once again. They came out really soft and glossy today, which really makes me happy because I have very frizzy, very crispy hair. I know, I always keep complaining about the same thing, but my hair has been my lifelong struggle so far, by far, and I think it always will be, because I continue to treat my hair, to color my hair, to do styling and everything else. So yeah, I'll always need this oil in my life, and I think you, Annie, you would too. When you start using this, you can change my name if you don't get addicted to this, because it really shows results. It also stops your hair fall and everything. So I think this is like one of those creations that I love myself for, because I created this with so much love and so much passion, and I love the results. I use it all the time, and I know that my regular clients love it as much as I do. If you want to join the family, then just head over to ishacosmetics.co.uk. Even if you don't end up buying anything on the website, make sure that you do sign up to the newsletter. Just type in your email address and wait for amazing emails, because sometimes I type emails myself sometimes, you know, where I give like nice tips and tricks for your hair and for your skin. Even whenever we have any discount codes, we do send them over via email. So get onto our email list, guys. Go to ishacosmetics.co.uk. Coming back to self-acceptance, when you start realizing and reflecting your own very existence, you do become very self-accepting, very, very self-accepting. And I think when you start accepting your own self, that is when you become more accepting of others also. Because the thing is, I mean, I know they say when you don't have any water in your glass, how you even gonna, I don't know what to say, to be honest, I forgot, but you get the point, right? And the main thing that I realized in this journey is that I used to think that self-love is self-obsession. That's what I thought. A few years ago, I would always see this movement online, you know, and everybody was always talking about self-love and, you know, loving yourself and accepting yourself and don't judge yourself and trust yourself and, you know, all that. And I was like, wait, how do I love myself? Oh, maybe it means doing more makeup. And I started doing more makeup. Oh, maybe self-love means taking care of my clothing and my hair a lot more. So I started to do that. And then I thought, okay, maybe self-love means to, you know, get a best body, like get in shape. Okay, I started to work out more. And then I thought, okay, maybe self-love means to have a lot of skills, you know, to improve your skill set. So learn to bake, learn to cook, learn to do arts, learn to draw, learn to sketch, learn to do better business, learn everything. So I started to learn literally every skill that I could get my hands on. I never really felt self-love during all of that. Doing any of that, and I was doing a lot, you know, there was still no self-love. And then when I started to sit with myself, sometimes even talking into the mirror, you know, I mean, it's a therapy of its own. When you sit down and talk to yourself in the mirror, you can kind of become your own best friend in that way. Yeah, do that when you're lonely, because, you know, if somebody see you like this, of course they're gonna think, is she a psycho or something? Why is she talking to herself like that? But it's a therapy. It's like you doing your own kind of counseling session, you know, and it helps you, you know, it really, really does, because you really start talking to yourself like you're your own friend, you know, and that is how you start enjoying your own company. However, this might not work if you are very new to this, because of course you'll have to get into the habit of this and get used to this. It's going to take you a while, you know, so relax yourself. Start doing this and you will see what I mean when you get to that point. You know, it will take you a few days, maybe a few weeks or whatever, but once you start getting to know yourself, talk to yourself like a friend, you will realize a lot of things about... What's with my hair today? Okay, I need to brush them. Okay, coming back, when you start having self-love, self-acceptance and stuff, you do realize you just have to love yourself. You are going to be your own best friend throughout this journey of life, and probably even afterwards also. So you're going to be with yourself for as long as you know, for as long as you're consciously awake, right? And whether anybody else in a human form is going to be there for you or not, at the end of the day, honestly does not matter. It just doesn't. And so sitting down with yourself, having that peace and calm and that conversation with you, from you, by you, with you, by yourself, that is where your self-love is going to start kicking in, you know, because you will realize, okay, wait a minute, I was looking for exterior things to fall in love with myself, but I was not getting there. So what is self-love? It's basically just unconditional love for your own self. Whether you have all the skills, perfection or not, whether you have a great business or not, whether you have amazing hair or not, whether you have great makeup or clothes or not, self-acceptance is, I mean, for me at least, the definition would just be having acceptance for your own existence unconditionally, you know. So an unconditional acceptance for your very own existence is called self-love in my eyes, and that's that. It has nothing to do with how many friends you have, how cool are you, what degree do you have, which uni did you go to private schools, do you live in a posh area, do you own a massive home, or, you know, how much money do you have, or how good looking are you, and all the material that you have. Honestly, it has nothing to do with self-love. I'm sure you all know people, they have everything materially. Do they have self-love? Not necessarily. I mean, I'm sure some do. I don't think I'm going to sit down here and shame people who have all the material things they have worked so hard for. No, with due respect, that's all good. Does that necessarily give you self-love? No, that doesn't. However, if you're on this journey of self-knowledge, of knowing yourself, of self-acceptance, of self-realization, of self-reflection, then yes, you can love yourself. Then you have acceptance for yourself, regardless if you have material or not. It could be that, you know, you have self-acceptance and self-love and you have also all the material in the world. It could be very much possible. But it could also be that you have self-love and self-acceptance, but maybe on the material side you may be broke, you know, but that's fine too. So wherever you stand, honestly, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. We can always improve and always get our shit together, you know, and things always do change throughout life. I mean, if you're broke today, you're not forever broke, you know, and if you're massively wealthy today, you probably are not wealthy all your life. Maybe you'll go even more, or maybe you go down. We don't know, you know, and that is not our concern. Our concern is, do you love yourself? Ding ding. Self-acceptance and self-love it is, guys. Self-reflection, self-talk, self-conversation, knowing yourself. I think let's call it self-knowledge. Yes, that is important. So sit down with yourself, get to know the good side of you and get to know the bad side of you, and I tell you, I assure you, your life will change. You will change. Things around you will change. Things will become better only. Don't worry about anything. And also, when you start this, don't get scared when you meet your dark side, because we all have our dark sides, you know. We can all be evil, we can all be negative, we can all be very doubtful, or we can all be very petty or revengeful. I mean, okay, that's one thing I hate about people. I do not like petty people or revengeful people. I think that makes them just really down below right here. You know what I'm saying? I think in my eyes it's just not a very kind way to be and live life like. But anyhow, we're not talking about that. What we're talking about is when you meet your dark side, you might get a little scared because it's like, oh, I don't want to accept myself and judge myself. You know, I'm so bad. Oh my God, accepting that I'm so bad it just hurts me. Yes, it will hurt you. And that's the point, because you hurt yourself a little bit. You know, you realize more shit about yourself, and you get a little turbulent, and you hate yourself for a while, and then, you know, you hate everything, and then it's like, oh my God, I'm such a bad person. You start believing that, oh my God, I'm so bad, and you then start judging yourself. You think, I'm so bad, you know. But then slowly you get used to those feelings, and then slowly you're like, okay, wait a minute, I've had this bad side to me. I have lived through that, and now I'm here. So I have learned, right? I have grown from that, right? Which is why now I'm probably becoming better at concealing my bad side, or being a bit more in control of that, and not act on it, you know, or not think like that, and be a bit more compassionate and be a bit more calm and humble. I have lived through that bad side, which is why I'm more self-composed and self-controlled right now, which is why I also don't judge other people as much now, because I've been through that. I've been like that, or whatever. So you start thinking kind of those things, and that's how the self-acceptance and the self-love kind of starts coming into play, you know. And you slowly get used to those things, and you realize one thing at a time, one new thing a day you realize, and you just fall in love with yourself. And I think, in my mind, I think everybody should have that kind of self-love and self-acceptance, but not in an obsessive way. Like I used to think, oh my God, self-love means self-obsession. Okay, let's just love ourselves and make our hair and makeup. No. It has nothing to do with obsession. I think obsession has everything to do with something that you can hold on to, you know, like beauty, I don't know, makeup, clothes. So you can maybe get obsessed with all those exterior things. You cannot get obsessed with internal, humbling things. There's nothing obsessive about being humble. There's nothing obsessive about self-acceptance. There's nothing obsessive about self-knowledge. There's nothing obsessive about self-awareness, consciousness. That's not obsession, is it? So next time somebody says self-love, don't just automatically think, self-obsession, all vanity, because it actually has deeper meanings to it, you know? But you will only find that out for yourself when you are on that journey yourself, and I wish you all the best for that journey, because we all know evolution never stops. Self-improvement and self-development, honestly, it really never stops. I mean, you're going to continue with this journey till you die. And so when you start writing your own thoughts sometimes, I think it's such a nice thing that people do when, you know, they always have a journal with them. And it's such a movement now, which I really do appreciate, that nowadays you see everybody with like a little journal or a diary or whatever, and they're writing their thoughts as they are traveling, or on a bus, or on a train, or on a plane. You know, they're writing their thoughts, which I think is the best thing you can do for yourself, because writing your own thoughts, whether they're good or negative or bad, whether it's quotes, whether it's ideas, whether it's a business idea, or whether it's just your own bullshit, writing it on a piece of paper and then always getting back to it, it really makes you understand your own self. That is one big benefit that you can get out of this. It's very beneficial for your own well-being, and of course that's what I'm here for. I want you to be healthy for your own well-being, because once you're healthy for yourself, you will be very healthy for other people also, you know. If you're unhealthy, negative, bad, doubtful, very pessimist, and if you are one of those people who literally makes a new problem out of every solution, oh my God, how are you going to help other people, and how are you going to be healthy and good for any other people? One biggest advantage of getting to know yourself and being self-aware is, like, you know, you see other people competing with you and you're so aware that you just kind of get it. You see people jealous of you, you're totally compassionate, like you just get it. You know, you can see through that, and you're just like you just accept it, you know. You're just like, I'm not going to fight against that. No, I'm not going to get into that. Duh. I'm not going to play that field. It's not my field to begin with. I have a bigger field which belongs up here. So why am I going to go into that field and play for? For what? That's not my place. I live here. That's not my place. I don't go there, you know. You kind of become that way. Isn't that the best way to be? I think in my eyes, it's the biggest accomplishment one person can have. So I totally sympathize with people who are competitive and jealous, because I think I just don't want to go that road. Not out of arrogance, but just, you know, whatever. I just don't think about it anymore. there's nothing in it for me to even think about. It has no substance to it. Do you know what I'm saying? So is this self-love selfish or obsessive? No, it's just compassion. So what a beautiful journey it has been of self-love for me, which of course, which continues to grow or improve, let's say. And look at me sitting all casual here. I'm usually very much like very straight, but I think topics like these make me so happy and so comfortable that I can just talk and talk and talk and talk and just really never stop. And I'm really sorry if you're watching this video and you think these videos getting too long. Recently, I know my videos have been very long, but it's just that when it comes to these kinds of topics, guys, I don't want to sit down here and make like 10 minutes video every other day and just bluff. Because I see that a lot, you know, like you look at the titles of a video and the description and stuff and you're like, oh wow, I'm ready with my notes here, you know, but then in the whole video for 12-13 minutes, all you get out of it is just like 1 point or 2 points. And I think for me, I just kind of don't want that. So my content, I definitely want this to be full of substance, full of information and knowledge. At every other minute, you find new information that helps you along your journey. That is what my goal is. So when I talk passionately about these subjects, yes, because there's so much to talk about that my videos could get long, but that is why I want you to watch my videos when you're sitting with a cup of tea. This is what I do in the mornings, by the way. You guys know that. I think in my previous vlogs you have seen, I've talked about this, sometimes especially through anxiety or whatever. I literally just have my breakfast alone because I like peace. It's kind of like a ritual. I like my peace and be alone. Just eat, have tea, chill, don't talk to anybody, and watch a motivational video. Watch inspiring videos that I can learn something from. I watch those videos while I eat, and it's kind of so therapeutic for me, you know. And I also write down some notes if there's something I took out from certain videos and I'm listening to audiobooks or whatever. By the way, you have to sign up for Audible. The link is given down below. You get your first book for free. Listen to Audible books, guys. It is the most beneficial thing that you will do for yourself, especially on this journey. I love books. Sometimes it's just really hard to find out the time to always sit down with a book and write and note down everything. So sometimes I like to listen to Audible books because they're so useful and so easy and convenient. I can just clean the house and do my thing while I'm listening to a book written by somebody amazing. So I like that. Coming back to my videos, I think this is the kind of format I would like as well. Other than my crazy silly vlogs, when I do these videos, I definitely want you to sit down with a cup of tea, do your thing, and watch my videos. You know, they might inspire you, hopefully. Let me know if they do, let me know if they don't. So I mean, feedback always helps me improve, you know. So you can always let me know whatever you think. I hope you have good thoughts after watching this video and you get on to this journey of self-love. There's only 2 things you have to do, by the way. Sit down with yourself and have a conversation with yourself, and do it as often whenever you get the time. Number 2, write down your thoughts. Write down whatever you think of yourself, of others, whatever comes in your mind at whatever time of the day, doesn't matter. Write it down. Always come back to it. Buy a special journal or something. Start writing. If you do, amazing. If you don't, start writing. Start from now and grow in this self-loving journey, because you will love yourself more and you will love me for that too. So make sure you do subscribe to this channel. Give this video a thumbs up. Even if you don't want to subscribe, that's okay. I mean, I would, of course, it would make my day. But even if you don't, do give this video a thumbs up, because it helps me reach more people who are, you know, into this kind of thing. Help me, help a sister out. Until my next video, guys, take care of yourself, take care of your well-being, take care of your self-love journey, because that's very important. See you guys. Bye.